But oh mate, it just drives me nuts because these girls never get the response like thrown at them. They never get into trouble.
No. Of course they don't.
And it's not me having to go at women. Viewers. It just annoys me because we always get the blame. And I said to Claire, I said, to be honest, she's made me look like a right, you know, the C word. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not fair because we always get the blame.
There's one set of girls around my age.
And do you know what? That's what I said to Clay. I said, a few of the girls on this like media group, I fancy the shit out of, but I wouldn't do anything because they're so young.
Yeah.
And I don't want to repeat of that. I mean, I was going to say to Clay, that Naomi girl, she's such a good girl. I could see me and her, you know, possibly being in a relationship, but she's just too young. And I can't go through that again.
Oh, that was hell.
It was hell, mate. I've never been so cut up after a relationship. I was angry, I was upset, I was all sorts, mate.
Yeah.
Depressed at times. Not because I missed her, it's the fact that all that shit kicked off.
Yeah.
And I couldn't take it, and I had to break. I had to tell the PST, you know, John. But then again, I never actually said to. I said to John, look, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to get into the shit for it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
It frustrates me, mate. And it scares me in a way. I mean, oh yeah, if I was young, a few years younger, say 20 odd, yeah, oh of course, I would get with these girls. Well, I can't. I'm 26 this year, mate. I hate it. I absolutely hate it because one of these girls on this course could possibly be really good for me, like relationship-wise, but they're just too damn fucking young. The youngest I would go now is 19.
Yeah.
I think you'd find me crazy, but to be honest, I'd ask Jade out. Or, to be honest, if Amy was older, mate, I'd ask her out.
Who, Amy?
But she's 17.
Oh. Yeah, they're all little.
I don't want to be known as a pedo.
Have you seen us a pedo?
That's what I feel, mate.
That never came to mind. I mean, I was shocked when I first found out you got Sophie. You know,
everyone was, mate. Even Clayton said he was shocked. He said, mate, I was fucking shocked when you turned around and told her that that was her age.
Yeah.
I said, I know. Mate, he looked so disgusted with me, it was unbelievable.
Really?
Yeah, he really did. I felt it was like so much shit. I mean, my family fucking battered me. The only person who didn't batter me was Nan.
Well, that's all in the past now.
Yeah, but the past seems like it's coming up and biting me back in the arse.
She's gone now.
I know she's gone, mate, but you don't understand how much trauma is still on my brain. I can't, you know. It's not that I can't let go of it, it's the fact that I can't process how the fuck I was made out to be a bastard. And people like the performing arts look at me like I'm a piece of shit. It's horrible, mate.
Because all of them are friends, and you know.
I know they're friends, but fucking hell, they should have two sides to the fucking story. And do you know what? I still want to have a go at Jamie from mixing that, shit stirring that, at the time.
Who was she saying?
She shit stirred it. To make it all kick off, I think.
Well.
I never badmouthed her, apart from saying what happened. I'm sorry that she got exposed for what she is.
I still don't understand why she reacted like the way she did.
I know. What I witnessed, mate, what she used to do, fucking nobody should ever go through that. And then she's turning everyone against me, saying that I'm this and I'm that. It's not on.
I didn't know this.
No, do you know what I mean? She tried to make people turn against me. I never went to say to people, don't talk to her, don't do this, don't do that. I never went to turn people against her. I just warned lads, that was it. Fuck's sake, I even warned Jason.
Yeah, I saw Jason talking for a bit once.
And this is not bad mouthing her. If anybody ever sees this that knows her, I'm not giving her name. I'm not giving people her name, but this is not me bad mouthing. This is just me being honest and saying the way I feel about it. If she ever sees it, she sees it. To be honest, mate, I would love to have said, look, I'm sorry for the way I've been at you, but how can you blame me? I don't want to be friends with you, I don't want to talk to you. But don't make me out like a fucking idiot, like a fucking arsehole. Like you are. Look, okay, you know, it may seem that I treated you bad for breaking up with you, but at the end of the day, you've got to see where I was coming from. You chased me. I had a bit of a cheeky banter with you to begin with, but you didn't let off. I mean, tell her time when we broke up, mate, and that what she did down the phone.
Good answer.
I can't really say because I'm streaming, but you know, you can picture what I mean. Make herself happy. Let's just say that. Yeah. And also, and there's one thing I wish I'd never done towards her mum. I lied about me taking, you know, doing any form of, you know, substance.
Wait.
Yeah. Because she asked me straight out, she said, do you do drugs? I said, no. I do not. I said, I not see that as a drug. Yeah, I feel bad for lying about it. Oh God, you know, trust me, I feel bad. I ain't gonna sit there and go, you know, I'm this and I'm not. You know, you'd have more of a preconception of me if I did it than if I said I didn't. Because if I had said yes I do, she would have written me off straight away.
Oh, she wouldn't have been too happy.
Oh, she wouldn't be happy because her daughter was exposed to it. But at the end of the day, her daughter sat there and thought it was amusing. She used to tell me to get off it at times, but I ain't gonna stop because at times, mate, it helped. I mean, I don't appreciate being called an Indian immigrant constantly. And being called Shrek and shit like that.
Random?
Yeah, I called her Fiona once. And she got pissed off about it, but hang on, you called me all these names on the sun. Even her mum and that said, you're horrible to him.
Yeah. And that's why he stuck around.
I know, that was in a way, because I couldn't handle her immaturity about things. I mean,
yeah.
Who slaps someone around the face? And laughs about it and then calls me a CUNT in front of everybody at the college? And you think I'm supposed to take that? No. It was very wrong of her. And to be honest, I felt like an idiot So I said to her, we'd try and work things out, be friends. And then she asked me to try and warn Tom Ingram off. I can't do that. I mean, he messages that Naomi girl. You know, Naomi. And she's always saying to me, oh, he's constantly messaging me. I'm thinking, what am I supposed to do about it? It's not my place. You still there? Here you are.
Yeah, I'm still there.
Oh yeah, Tom annoys me at times, but I couldn't have a go at him. I couldn't, you know, I wouldn't want to have a go because I'd probably make him cry and I'd feel terrible about it. Like I said, if Naomi was older, mate, oh yeah, I'd give a crack at it. Nowadays, she's not even, 18 yet. And I felt bad for doing things with her. No, in a horrible way, not the fact that I didn't like doing it, it's the fact that, oh my god, what is it? What is up with me? It's flattering. I get really flattered.
All these youngsters. Yeah.
I know. It's because I'm older, and that really frustrates me because girls are attracted by the older man, and it really annoys me.
Yeah.
Because we're the ones who will get into trouble for it. I need to beat this time. Yeah, I've been drinking quite a lot tonight, so.
Honestly. Wait, what's been bringing this up?
It was a conversation me and Clayton had earlier.
No. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck it, I might as well just stay up. And I'll sleep later.
I'm quite thankful what, when I broke up with her thingy, I don't really have any of this.
Yeah, because she was probably a cool chick about things.
Yes, it was.
I seem to always attract the ones with the problems. I always do.
I guess I got lucky.
Not all of them have problems in that way, but every girl that I've been with has always had a problem with me. The worst was being the one that I was with for years, and she turned cold on me. That was horrible. That was horrible on a completely different level. I've never felt so fucking horrible in breaking up with her the second time than I did the first time. First time was me being immature about things and just wanted to run. And the second time was I was really mature about it. To be honest, mate, I still love her in a way. I always will love her in a certain way. She taught me so many things with kids and all that, And what we had was special. She was my ideal woman. Okay, she wasn't the most attractive looking of girls, but I was happy with her. But when she went cold on me, mate, that was horrible. Because the woman I thought I loved, and I probably would have seen myself spending the rest of my life with her. And she just went cold on me. I don't think she loved me anymore, to be honest. And that's horrible. That's a horrible thing to happen to a man. When you love someone and they don't love you back. Fucking hell, okay, intimacy, it's not a great thing when you've been with someone for so long. But fucking hell, just like a little bit. I mean, I cried on her once. I said to her, I'm scared it's ending. I'm scared you don't love me no more. And she's like, oh, don't be silly. And I was like, so I'll try and change. I'm thinking, you don't need to change. Just show me some love. Just fuck it, it's the horrible thing in the world, mate. It's horrible. Sometimes I think about trying to give it one more go, but I know there's no point. Yeah. It'll be good for a few months, the love life will be back on track, and it'll just go shit again. Because in a way, mate, that was what happened the first time round as well, but I was too immature to handle it.
Yeah.
And so it just happened again. Amount of times me and Clayton used to go on walks when Evie was like much younger, and we would talk constantly, and he'd even notice it. Say, what is going on between you two? My viewers must find this fascinating. I don't care. You know, I love the to bits, mate. I love the kids to bits. Even though the youngest one was a little shit, still loved him in a way.
Yeah.
Now I bought them birthday presents, I bought them Christmas presents, you know. Normally, a woman's boyfriend never really does that.
No. Not really.
You know, I'm so generous and so kind-hearted. And I did it because I potentially saw that as my future family. You know, I was a father figure for them, but I didn't want to be. You know, I didn't want to be a father figure and take over from their actual dad. And that was a frustrating thing because I wanted to discipline them like I would have done if they were my own. But I couldn't do it because their dad would get the right ump over it, and I didn't want arguments because he never spoke to me and I never really spoke to him. And I remember there was one time I nearly actually had to go over there and, you know, confront him. I still can't get that time. Because basically, I took the eldest, he asked his dad to go take him to see Transformers 3. And he said he'd take him. And then he went and saw it without him. He didn't take him. And I said to her, I said, look, if you really want me to, I'll take him with me. With me and the few people we're going to go see it with. Oh, okay, were you sure? I said, yeah, that's no problem. Paid for him, you know, did all the right things. And obviously his dad caught wind that I'd taken him.
Yeah.
And he was not happy. He was having a go at her, all sorts. I was ready to go down there and, you know, go down there and have a right go. But she said, no, don't, please, don't come and have a go, I'll handle it. I was like, but I'm not having that. I'm not having him shout abuse at you at the door. So it's not on.
Yeah. No way, it's his own fault, isn't it?
Yeah, you should have took him. I wasn't trying to take over and make him look like a bad fucking parent, but at the end of the day, it's your son. You told him, you promised him something, you do it. Sometimes I agreed with what he said when she used to tell me that they'd had an argument down the phone. Even though I didn't tell her I'd agreed, I kind of agreed with him. Like over the fucking open mouth chewing thing, for one. And there's another thing, you know, I hate staring. I absolutely hate it, don't I? He used to always do that to me, and I used to tell him all the time, please stop staring at me. And I used to lose my temper with him. Because I hate it.
Makes you feel uncomfortable.
Yes. And even if me and his mum would, you know, her would get a little bit comfortable and loving, he'd hate it. He'd want to get in, like in the middle. And she always used to do it, and I'd feel like pushed out.
Yeah.
Then she used to always go, do you love Ashley, and all that, and it's like, you can't force a child to say that you love me. I thought I was very wrong of her. It was like trying to say, yeah, you're their daddy. Like, I'm not their dad, and she was like, I'm never trying to make you out to be their dad. I said, sometimes it feels like it.
Mm.
Yeah, sometimes it's just too much.
Women.
Women, yes, they're very difficult to understand at times.
Mm. It years of
Yeah.
people to figure out what's going in their fucking head.
Yeah. I mean, I'll never knock someone dating a woman with kids, but it's fucking difficult.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a lad that's come into a relationship where you're not used to children.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. I was introduced to a woman that had kids and I was not into kids. Kids were not my thing. Mate, to be honest, we slept together as soon as we met. Yeah.
Working?
And you know, I found it, don't get me wrong, the first time I met was tough because I had to learn a lot of things. Have the patience and that, and it was really tough. And the second time I was like, right, I know how to handle this. I'm going to try and do better. And yeah, I did have like a fucking, you know, some sort of concept. If they were bad, I'd punish them, but not like I would if I was their dad. I just punish them like the way I'd see fit. A few times I beasted them, not like really hard like soldiers, but I made them, you know, think about what they did. Beasted is a strong word. I just said that their punishments were like stay in your room for like 5-10 minutes because I knew they wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah.
I said, you go sit there with nothing on, you know, all sorts. You sit there on your bed, and if I catch you with anything to keep you amused, you'll be there for another 10-20 minutes. I used to make them bored in order to not do it again. One time I punished the elders by putting My Little Pony on.
Get wrecked.
He hated it.
Thanks. What if he likes My Little Pony?
He hated it. He's like, please. I used to say, what, you've been a little shit. Like Barbie's going on. No. Yeah, Barbie's going on TV. No, you can't do that. Yes, I can, and we will.
Yeah.
I used to tell him I used to babysit him. Like, I said, what should we watch? Whenever the youngest said Frozen, I said, that is banned. That is banned. It's just one of those films that just annoys me. I can't help it. It's just one of those that just drives me. I've seen it all the way through. I hated it. It's just too corny for me. And I hate that. I hate the fact that it's so corny. It's done so well. But it's Disney. You can't argue with Disney. But I just do not like it whatso bloody ever.
I don't mind it.
I hate it. And do you know what drove me mad the most? I'd be at work every Sunday and that used to be on the radio constantly.
Oh, yeah.
It was number one for quite a while, if I remember. I used to ask for shit artists to try and knock it off number one. And then when I found out it was no longer number one, I think Adele took over, I think. It was Skyfall.
Yeah.
And I was like, thank you, Lord. Even though I don't like this song, at least it's not frozen off its perch.
Yeah, that song goes well when you pass it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, go back to cover. Oh.
Didn't John Travolta mess up her name at an award ceremony?
Oh, I don't know.
The girl from Frozen or something.
I don't know.
Adina Menzel, whatever you call her.
Wasn't she the girl that always used at Assassin's Creed?
I don't know.
I'm sure she was, I remember. A bit weird.
Which one's Lucy?
You know, the blonde one. Assassin's Creed.
Really? No, that's not her.
Has to. I'll be able to remember.
No, it's not the one who
Something
plays
like that.
Alec with Bill, Worcester.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, yep.
Can't remember her name. She was in Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Hmm. Oh, didn't bother me any.
You know what I'd like to see a full-length feature of two theatre productions. Wicked and We Will Rock You. We Will Rock You would fucking earn a lot of money if it was made into a film.
Hmm. That would.
Do you know what makes me laugh? What film? West Side Story, when they're fighting and they're dancing. You know West Side Story. It's known as a film that how they fight is all choreographed through dance. It makes me laugh because it's so over the top. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know exactly.
No, I can't see properly, but I'm managing to do well. I've had a bit of a sing-song at the karaoke tonight.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't too bad, mate.
What you saying?
I started off with Hero by Enrique Iglesias. That went down well.
Yeah.
Then I sang What's My Age Again by Blink-182. And then last but not least, believe it or not, I did Lose Yourself by Eminem.
Perfect. Oh, you did karaoke. Oh, yeah, you did karaoke.
Yeah. Tell you what, mate, you cannot stop with Lose Yourself on karaoke. You can't take a breather. At one point, mate, my lips were stuck to my teeth, so it was making me hard to sing it.
Yeah.
No, making it more difficult to sing it. Sorry. Claire said, I bet you don't do it. I said, I bet you fucking anything I will. She said, alright then, prove me wrong. I can hear people that knew me in the pub going, go on, Dougie.
God.
Oh, back in I found out something what they did to Phoenix. They he asked them to shave his beard or something, so they decided to shave his hair off. So they basically shaved the top bit and left him a bit of hair. So he looks about 50 years old. It's hilarious.
Old man too.
OMP, I start calling him. Oh no, come off the track. Damn it.
Silly Ashley. 6.
Yes, why can they give him some cereal?
Oh.
I'm holding out for a hero to the end of the night. What would you say is the most scariest thing you've ever seen on screen? Where it's left you with a really bad impression. It's like, oh my god.
Human centipede.
What would mine be? I would be that one where I was telling you, what was it called? Society? Where it's like body horror.
Oh.
It's fucking, it disturbs me, mate. Fucking with something else. Makes me feel sick.
I like those sort of films.
I do like horror film, mate. I love do like horror films, mate. But them type of films are like, oh no. It's ridiculously stupid and makes me feel sick.
Doesn't really see any point to it, does it?
No, it's pointless. It's pointless trying to just gross people out. It's just like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
People are fucked up.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's like things like, even like you see the cells of a beehive or what a wasp nest looks like. It creeps me the fuck out. It makes my skin crawl.
Yeah.
Because I just can't see something like them horrible little fuckers making something like that.
Fuck that.
Like, a worst nightmare is to be to walk into a greenhouse, a shed, or if there's a wasp nest. I'd hate it. Absolutely hate it. The amateur trophy? And the trophy. Have I done it? Yes. Get in there.
Get in there, son.
Oh no, boys, not today. No, go! It's a goal!
Got another way to go out into jail.
Oh, come on, boys, not today. It's like come back tomorrow type thing.
Yeah.
Or come along quietly on tomorrow. Oh no. Do you know that Kazoo kid? Do you know he was part of a TV series? With other annoying little kids like him. I like to sing. I don't, not listen to you. Well, we're a shadow. My sister, right, there used to be this really annoying... Yeah, it's this really annoying channel, right, when we were kids. You know when you got things like, what am I thinking of? What would you call it? Milkshake. Do you remember Milkshake on Channel 5 in the mornings?
Yeah, I remember Milkshake.
And you used to have them creepy robots and, puppet dogs.
Yeah.
Right, I used to hate that. There's only one. Thinking about it makes me laugh. My sister, right? She used to watch it religiously with Lauren when she was little. And there was one. She used to always do the art. She always used to copy the arts and crafts. I'm gonna start this base, isn't it? She always used to do it copy. And there was one with googly eyes. And my sister made it. And whenever I was down, she used to whip it out. And she'd go, "Look, Ash, look at the picture." And she'd move the eyes, going googly eyes. And it just simple things like you would amuse me. I used to piss myself. Well, anyway, so I thought, there can't be anything worse than this with fucking whatever the fucking robot was called, and that fucking what was it when it used to be a cartoon where I'm nosy. Do you remember the nosy thing? with a camera on a tripod.
I think so.
And then you'd see like a documentary style for kids, where like one episode was based on children in hospital and things like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, my sister decided when my mum first got she didn't get Sky, but she got cable, like a little black box. And she basically, my sister found this channel called Tiny Pop, which is now very big on Sky. But when it started off really early, it was terrible. Basically, it used to be this big fucking creepy puppet called Tiny. And there was one thing that used to drive me nuts most of the thing, because I think the other little mascots were a frog and a dog. And this, at one point, the woman would start singing "Tiny's bag is flashing so" or something. It used to drive me up the wall. And then once they finished watching their thing, because all like cartoons like Caillou and all that used to come on, so right, that's it, it's time for Pokemon.
What?
And my mum used to hate me with the cable, because getting ready for school was impossible with me, because I'd be sidetracked with what was going on Pokemon in the morning. And like even in secondary school, mate, when I had my TV, I used to turn it on and switch CBBC on and watch the morning shows before I went to school. I used to love that as a kid. What about you? So obviously when you used to live in Spain, did you ever watch the Spanish children's TV in the morning?
Yeah, when we lived in Spain, there was something like a milkshake, and every morning they used to do this puppet show. And used to sing a song like "Good Morning" in Spanish or something, and every time I saw them, that's when I would go out of bed.
Yeah.
For some reason, it was like this thing that show you every day was like a song with the puppets.
Did you understand it all though?
After a while, my mind adapted to like the words, you know, how the words
Yeah.
you know, how they were said. And after a while, I kind of understood what they were saying, you know, the words were.
Yeah. It's like when we went to Iron Apple, it was like Debs, even though he might have gone out till 5 o'clock in the morning, till the next day, and it'd be 7 o'clock in the morning, we'd be up. As soon as he heard one certain song come on, he'd shoot out of bed.
But that's what their mates do. Mum's TV on pretty loud. I heard it. But yeah, the Spanish cartoons.
Thing is, lads' holidays, mate, you don't get sleep. You hardly get any. Oh, I'm going to have to restart this. This is terrible. Yeah, fucking, you'd sleep on the way home from the plane. That's how we used to do it. We sleep for about 4 or 5 hours maximum a day, when we'd go to bed and we'd be up again. Okay, as Auntie I used to do all that, but I and Apple, mate, I kind of was more laid back. I slept for ages some days, so I was so fucking hungover. So I missed quite a lot on that holiday in retrospect.
Yeah.
I think everyone had more of a good time than what I did with Iron Apple. Oh, I still had a good time, but the humidity was just too much for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, very overwhelming. I used to be more active in the night than I was the day. You never really saw me in the day.
Sleep for the day.
Pretty much. There were so many of us, mate. People used to go and do their own thing, kind of thing, like in groups.
Yeah.
Because people used to get on people's wick. Like my mate Muff did on me. Fucking hell, amount of times me and him argued out there. To the point where it turned out me and him, he was going to glass me. That was scary, mate. I've never been so scared in my life. Being threatened to be glassed. Oh, what? I told him, I dared him to do it. I said, you've got the glass, you smashed it, come on. And he couldn't do it. I called him out because I knew exactly what he was going to do. But I had a chair in my hand anyway. I said, "You try and glass me. This chair's going around the back of your head."
And I can't promise you'll wake back up.
No, he wouldn't wake up. Before he went for me for the bottom, mate, I swung for his legs to begin with. Swooped him on it, swept him on his feet, and then as he went to get up, hit him around the end of it. But oh mate, he was such an arsehole on that holiday, it was unbelievable. I saw a big change in him out there. Everyone argued out there at one point. Me and Muff especially, it was over the fucking key because I was going to go home earlier because I wasn't feeling it at night. And he refused to give me the key. And I just said for a laugh, I might bring a bird home. And he said, "You've got no chance." And I said, "You've got more chance than what I have at fucking going home alone." Type thing. And he didn't like that because he thought he could get any girl, and the girls didn't like him in that way. Because back then, mate, he was so obnoxious and cocky. And everyone had enough of it. And I told him so many times. When we had to pull him and Mason apart, fucking hell. No, you bloody weren't. It took two of us to pull Mason away, and it took only one, that was Aaron, who's the fucking biggest lad out of us all, like tall-wise and hench, to just grab hold of Muff by the shoulder and pull him away. And Muff went to turn on him, and he realised it was Aaron, and he backed off straight off. Because Aaron pointed at him and said, "You do it, you're in a fucking lot of trouble." Some Lego games have been added to the PlayStation Network. No PlayStation Now.
Ooh, exciting.
Groovy, baby.
Groovy, baby. Sweet.
I don't mind being tamped from that. Oh, I didn't make any stars for that one.
Ooh.
What would you do if, well, say Ben went to smash a glass on you?
I'd find another glass to smash on him.
At one point Aaron said to me later, about a few minutes after, he said, "I thought he was going to glass you." They all thought he was going to glass me because Geordie B jumped straight in the middle of us. And basically they all had a go at him. They said, "What the fuck?" He said, "You've come over, you refuse to give him the key, he may go home earlier than you, you're being a cunt about things, and you go to glass him." And they said, "I'm surprised Turk's even fucking, back and standing up to you for that." Geordie had a right go. He said, "What the fuck are you playing at?" And he tried justifying it, and Geordie's like, "No, you were going to glass him." Yeah. Like, he's lucky Debs never swung for him one night, the first night we were in. We were all fucking pissed, and one of my I think everyone was fucking around things, and my towel we all jumped in, like, semi-naked, naked into this pool, just outside our rooms. Turned out the next morning it was filthy water. We didn't know. And basically, my towel got thrown into the water, so it was completely sopping wet. And if you towel whip someone and it's wet, it's much more heavy, it's much more harder. Basically, he picked it up. He got into like a big fucking ball, and he smacked Debs right in the side of the head, and I got the fucking the edge of it, and fuck me, did that hurt. It's like a sucker punch to the head, and we're all pissed. And Debs was demanding who it was who did it to him, and nobody would say it was Muff, and Muff was shitting it because Debs was like nuts. And I was like knocked to the side. I was like, whoa, what the fuck has just happened? I've just been hit in the side of the fucking head. What is going on? And we found out it was him a couple of days later. We weren't happy about it. No, actually, Debs did find out it was Muff because he grabbed Muff by the throat and told him never to attack, never do that again.
Sounds like a good one.
Muff. He's changed. He's a changed man now, mate. He's settled down. When he used to be a pisshead, he was a nightmare. Always wanted to start fights, always trying to like establish his dominance. And we're like, no, Muff, behave. He was a bit of a worm. He'd worm his way into your friendship. He'd buy you, basically. He expects you to be his mate. You know, he'd stick by him, and I mean, a few times I had to disagree with what he thought. Because he'd try and, you know, justify it. I was like, Muff, sorry mate, you're wrong. He's like, I'm not wrong. I said, you are. But at times me and him used to go to blows. But sit down, like, type thing, you know, he caused so many arguments. Man, times I had to stop him from getting into fights, getting his head kicked in. Fucking hell. One of the lads, it was his, I think it was his 21st, yeah, it was his 21st birthday. And his dad basically was paying for like a free bar. And a few lads turned up, but we went, one of the lads we went on holiday with, his auntie Dan Barney, turned up with his cousin. That Muff got along with them. You know, and they turned up quite late, and basically the tab to the bar had finished, but they didn't know that, and so they ordered drinks, but they turned around and said it was on the bar, and basically they were demanding, the pub you know, staff were demanding that the drinks had been bought from Muff's dad, and basically his sisters, I love them both to death. Haley, who's more of the fucking, you know, the fiery one. Me and Sheena were outside having a fag at the time, and what I found out was Haley had lost her temper with them because they turned up late to begin with, and then they would then take advantage that the tab had been over, and so they tried to kick him out, and I think it was Sean Barney, the cousin, kicking off, and he went from Muff. That's it. I think they were having a go at his sister, and I think something got said or something was done, and Muff just went nuts. And basically, Dan is fucking whole. Basically, me and Sheena then jump in to try and calm things down. The only thing I can see is Dan. Fucking hell, I've never seen his arm look so clenched. You know, tightened. He's holding the door to stop him from getting out to get to Sean. And Sean has basically got his hand on Muff's throat, and Muff's got fucking his hand on Sean's throat. And basically, Sean threatened Muff that night. When I see you next time, mate, you know, it's not going to be pretty. You're dead, basically. You're a dead man. And I spoke to Dan and Sean and tried to calm him down. Dan was like, don't get involved. And something's happened now. I can't believe he kicks off like that. You know, we didn't know. And then obviously had to be laid at back. And then it was all fine. It was, all sorted. And then I knew something was going to happen. I didn't know when it was going to happen, but I knew it was going to happen. It was a few weeks after we were in De Niro's, and Sean sees Muff, and the next thing you know, there's a fucking fight between the two of them. Sean nuts Muff, because Muff was trying to apologise for the way he went off on Sean, and Sean was having none of it. And I had to jump in, and I was like, Sean, you ain't going to do any more than attack him. And Sean was like, Turk, get away, because I'll hit you. I said, no, I'm sorry, Sean, you hit me, mate. I said, look, you know, just, you do you, we'll do us. If I see him getting mouthfeel, trying to provoke something, I will then go, do you know what, fuck it, he deserves it. I said, but please, don't fucking nut him. Muff's not like that anymore, though. He's fucking changed man. He's settled down, he's settling down all sorts.
It's a phase.
Yeah, everyone grows out of it. obviously I don't know when Ben's going to go out of his phase.
Ben's favourite. Ben's.
Of being mollycoddled and not being able to, you know, don't have to do anything really.
Yeah. He has users.
He does. So many people would be resentful of that.
Oh yes, I'm just going. Oh yeah.
That's what annoys me about, like, with Ben, like, when kids are like, I'm ungrateful for what their dads do for them.
Yeah, he doesn't know any different.
No, he don't.
That's why it's so fucking ungrateful.
Yeah, and it shocks
Like,
me.
when he was speaking to his mum on Christmas, like, Christmas Eve, fucking hell.
Mate, he's lucky I weren't in that party. I would have had a right go at him about that.
He was being a spoiled little shit.
How spoilt was he acting?
Oh, the way he was talking, if I fucking, if he was with me in 50 that day, I would have fucking swung for him, I think, I was holding him. He was going, oh, for fuck's sake, in a really powerful way, what he said, for fuck's sake, was like really powerful.
Really?
He was like, no, I was like, what are you like? He said, my dad didn't let me do things for taking out, but he went tomorrow morning. He goes, yeah, because he wants to give me presents like any car. Oh, fuck. I'm like, yeah, spoiled, cut.
Yeah, I would have fucking had a go. I was always brought up to believe, you know, I was always brought up to believe that you wait until Christmas Day. We weren't even allowed to open the present on Christmas Eve night.
No, normally, not even one.
Yeah. And, you know, I say, you know, fucking hell. Like, these days, obviously, even though I'm old enough, mate, I still don't do it. Because it's Christmas, you know. Even though I haven't got a lot, you know what I mean? I mean, this year I didn't get any presents. My mum just gave me cash. But, you know, fuck me, you know, I'd be fucking grateful for whatever I got from my mum. This is terrible. But it's just like, Ben, you just got to be lucky, mate, you know. Because he hasn't lived how we've lived, I think it's just a bit different.
No. Parents don't get a job.
No.
He's never had it. I mean,
yeah, because I remember him saying he used to work in the game in Bury.
No, the one in Ipswich. He's set up.
Oh, is it?
Spot. Nothing he says.
He's lucky I wasn't in that party, mate, because I would have had a right go at him. I would have gone, you ungrateful little shit. What? I said, what gives you the right to have a go at your mum like that?
I kind of had a go at it.
I think I could have had a go at my mum, right, when she got me the same thing about two or three times one Christmas. I wasn't ungrateful about it. I had a laugh about it. I said, Mum, what the fuck? You know, that's the same thing. But I wasn't like, if that had been Ben, he would have gone nuts. He would have gone for the fucking roof. I wonder how his Christmas days are played out. That's what I'd like to see. I don't think he ever leaves his room. I think he just locks himself away.
I remember when it just turned midnight on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
At least seconds after midnight, went downstairs to the room and started opening presents. Why?
You ruined it then. You ruined the magic the next day.
What isn't the whole point of opening the door family?
Yeah. I mean, my mum and that, it's like they know I won't be up straight away. So I've said to them, look, I don't mind if you lot start. So they really don't mind. I'm too old for, like, you know, getting up early and, you know, watching like, everyone open their presents and mushing it. I don't mind that. You know, my niece is happy. She's got a mum, my sister, and you know, my auntie's my sisters and her nan, which is my mum. You know, that's enough. I mean, sometimes, mate, I kind of get gutted out and just see her start opening them and they're drawing her face. But because they go through it so quick, by the time I'm up, because they obviously go, Ash, it's Christmas Day, wake up. I go, right, okay, I'll be out in a minute. So by the time I'm up, mate, most of the stuff's been opened. And that don't bother me. At the end of the day, that's not what Christmas is about to me. Christmas is these days, I mean, back when I was hungry, that's what all it meant. But back then, but now, these days, it's just like, you know, it's for Eloise, really. It's not for anybody else. I enjoy getting the, you know, just spending it with my family, that's all.
Well, fucking Christmas just went, I didn't even spend it with anyone.
No. I bet, mate, I wouldn't have liked that, to be honest.
I was so pissed off that fucking day.
Oh, I bet, mate, that would kill me.
But everyone else was quite happy to make me used to it, but chest.
Yeah.
Maybe after like, why?
Did you ever cry?
I thought, oh. It's like cry.
Yeah, not cry, like upset, but cry out of pissed off. I would have done.
Yeah, and it was just like, you know, I don't even have any commitments to this workplace.
No.
I get happy. I don't know. I'm meant to be made. That pisses me off.
I think it should be illegal for any place to be open on Christmas Day.
Some sad fuckers want to go out with it. They're in heat.
I know.
Too lazy to cook.
What, can or can't, Max? Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, Max just gone, Mia can come for brewed drinks now. Oh, she can. Right, okay. Fair enough. Just see if Bad Boy Tardy can come. I'm thinking, mate, though, so maybe we can't do Cambridge because I'm not well off for money. Plus, I think it would be cheaper for Newmarket than it would Cambridge. They said we ain't got to really faff about, you know what I mean, and be worried about getting back with taxis and that. I don't know what you think. Newmarket's an alright place for a night out. At least it's different. Be cheaper. At least then we won't be paying out for like cabs and shit and train tickets. And it's just about 5 minutes away from where I live, so we ain't really got to worry for like the long journey home or anything like that.
Berry's also quite good.
Eh?
Berry's also pretty decent.
Yeah, I got to go on that very soon. I've got some holiday.
He's got a few in the house.
Oh, can I pull out that in Berry? Well, back in a second, mate. I'm just going for a slash. The elbow just cracked.
Thanks,
Fuck, I feel smashed. Whoa. I really can't be asked for work tomorrow. What's Max put? Right. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm pretty screwed for money as well. We'll have to chat to the others about it and see what they say. Makes more sense as well. Oh, it's fucking Callum, you still there, mate?
be answered.
Oh dear, dear. What was I saying?
Oh, I don't.
Don't get me wrong, mate. I'd love to have a bird again. Do you know what I mean? But I just haven't found anyone right for me. Who's willing to give me a chance? Do you know what I mean? This is what I mean. This is the nicest thing about the younger girls. They're willing to give it a chance. When girls my age, mate, you know, they're either really stubborn, they think men are all evil, or they've got kids. I ideally want to be with a woman like that, you know, hasn't got any kids, but I don't mind if they've already got a kid. Do you know what I mean? I can still have some sort of a family unit until we, you know, have my own with her.
Yeah, that's a big no-no.
Oh, that's a big no for you.
Can you imagine me looking after kids?
Yes.
I can't.
It's easier than you think, mate.
Yeah,
You just don't take no shit from them. Simple. You just don't take any shite. Otherwise they'll be walking all over you.
Hopefully.
And arguing with a kid is frustrating. Not in like a whole way. Even if you're like trying to give an opinion, they don't care. Their opinion's right.
No, I don't know.
But you know, I like Marvel and comic books and all that, but when you constantly get like constant questions about it, it does drive you mad. Like Jesus, they just shut up with it. And what I used to find with the eldest, bless him, when he used to get told off for no fucking reason because the youngest one would just try and get him in trouble, I would be the one that used to go in and talk to him. I'm thinking, that's not my job. That should be your job, love. You should be in there. Instead of believing it. Like when I used to get ready for college round hers in the mornings, he'd be dilly-dallying with his uniform, and he'd be, you know, obviously he's getting distracted, and the youngest one used to go, well, he's not getting ready. I used to say to him, look, mate, quick, get your shit together quickly before she has a go at you. Before your mum has a go at you. He says, yeah, okay, I'm trying. I said, you just need to pick it up a bit more, mate. I need to restart that. And he'd go, right, cheers. And then she'd shout him, and he'd go, right, I'm done. And she used to think he wasn't ready for school. And I used to go, no, babe, he's literally nearly ready for school. She's just got to get his socks on and his tie or something along those lines. No, he's not. I said, yes, he is. And I'm thinking, if you actually went out in there and had a look. But she used to scream at him, like, really bad. I used to get really annoyed by the way she used to shout at him. I used to say, leave off. He is getting ready, give him a break. You know, I used to stick up for him a lot. If he'd done wrong, yeah, don't get me wrong, I'd have a go at him. But he rarely did. Because me and him never really had a problem. We had a problem when the first time round, me and him. He used to wind me up big time. And the second time round, me and him used to get on really well. Because he was older. And he understood a bit more. While the youngest, it was like the complete opposite the first time. Than it was that second time. Do you know what I mean? The youngest was sweet first time round, and he was a terror the second time. So then, first time round, he was a terror. The eldest was a terror, and then the second time round, he was an angel. I think I only smacked the oldest once.
Why?
He's being a shit. I smacked him on the hand or something, and the way I smacked him, I shouldn't have smacked him that way. He was doing my nutting, he was being a little shit, and he was being... Me and him were behind her and the youngest. We were on a holiday at that time. At times I used to have a go at him. I one time had to do the most horrible thing, and I really used to hate myself, and I said to her, I don't think I can get through with this. It's actually breaking my heart listening to him. He'd been carrying on about something. He'd thrown a temper tantrum. I said, carry on, mate. And when we get back to the caravan, I said to her, do you mind me disciplining them the way I am? And she went, no, do it. He may listen. He's going to hate it, but he's got to listen. Because obviously his dad not doing it. I went, well, okay. And he kicked off about something. I can't remember what it was. I think it was over swimming. Or something along them lines. He'd already been swimming, but he wanted to stay, and we said, no, we've got to go back and eat lunch. And he threw a paddy. I said to him, right, okay, that's it. I said, when we get back, son, buddy, you're going into your room for the week. I'm not. And I said, all right then. If you don't, you're going for about 5 minutes. And I said, the more you carry on, the longer you're going to be in there. And he was dragging his bag. We asked him to pick it up. He refused to do it. He was throwing his weight around, and I said, right, that's it. You're in your room now, for as long as I say. And I took him back, and he went into the sofa. I said, so what are you doing? He goes, what do you mean? I said, get off that sofa and get in that room. You're in there. So I say, mate, I've never heard I'm surprised he never put his feet through the walls. Yeah, well, that's it for that stream, and I'll tell you the rest in a minute.